In the background, you see Maryvale Baseball Complex, where the White Sox and Brewers are preparing to meet each other today. Sean Markham versus Edwin Jackson. And I thought it would be a good time those two teams would be good ones to give you what's been going on down here in my second spring training report for MDR and for the La Crosse Hot Stovers. First of all, the Brewers, you see their clubhouse back there. Right now, if you walked in there, you'd see as many or more people in the trainer's room as you do in the regular clubhouse. They have a lot of injuries, and some of them are starting to create a little concerns. Zach Greinke, it's already been announced, will not be ready, of course, for opening day, and they're going to scramble and try to fill his spot in the rotation with a number of guys. Probably Marco Estrada, who made a couple of starts for him during a time like this when the guys were injured last year, might fill in for one or two. And they sent Mark Rogers down to the minor leagues to kind of get more work so he can build up beyond 75 pitches, and somewhere probably in the first month you'll see him come up and make a start or two until Greinke is ready. But there are a lot of injuries. Another one that's starting to raise concern is Corey Hart, and he has an oblique, and it's kind of questionable whether he'll be ready for opening day. So there are a couple of them now that are starting to create some concerns. Meanwhile, though, you still have the core of Ryan Braun, Prince Fielder, Ricky Weeks, and Casey McGee healthy, relatively healthy. Braun got tweaked a little, but they're relatively healthy, and they're hitting. So don't panic yet. There's a long, long ways to go. The White Sox, the other team that will be playing here later today, have looked pretty good. Their biggest story is Jake Peavy continues to do well. He's ill right now. He has a little bit of a flu bug, but he's scheduled still to make another start on Saturday, and overall has pitched very well, and it looks like indeed he might be able to come back and end up being ready for the regular season after a long, missing all of last season with an injury and surgery. For the Loggers people and the La Crosse Hot Stove people, Chris Sale has not pitched well here. Remember, there was a lot of debate starting off whether he was going to be the starter or the closer. Well, right now there's some concerns whether he will make the ball club. He's over a 7 ERA, and he has not been very effective. They like the way he's throwing the ball yet, but people have been hitting him. So I think he is not going to close. If he remains with the club, he will probably be in the bullpen someplace, maybe as a setup man to the closer. Otherwise, the Sox are hitting and looking pretty good overall. Over in Cubs camp, you've had Ryan Dempster and Carlos Zambrano have pitched very well early on. You had Matt Garza get hit with a line drive and wasn't too effective, but he's looked very effective as of late. And you've got Starlin Castro, the young shortstop, just hitting a ton. He's up among the top 5 hitters in the Cactus League and playing very, very well. So that's probably the biggest news out of the Cubs. The one concern of the Cubs is they're still look like they aren't going to consistently score runs. And remember, that was a problem despite the name guys they've got in the lineup. I know there's Twins fans out there that read MDR and also involved in the Hot Stove. Of course, they're over in Florida. I don't see them any more than you guys do. The good news that I hear and people have sent me coming out of their camp is that Joe Mauer is now back DHing and should be ready to catch by the regular season. And Justin Morneau, of course, has finally returned from his long time out with a concussion and has looked pretty good. So I think the Twins news is good overall out of there. This will be my last report that will be posted on Midwest Time Report, my last video report. We're doing a lot of things on the regular site. We're linking to a lot of things, and starting already the end of next week, we will start doing previews for the regular season. I hear it's getting to be more spring-like up there. 56 I saw, I think, today for La Crosse. So baseball is coming. You get the weather ready, and they'll come up there ready to play. Okay, take it easy.